Honourable Minister for Urban Development, Mr. Kamal Nath, the righteous Lord Mayor of London, Alderman David Wooten, RICS President, Mr. Alan Collette, Chairman, RICS South Asia Board, Mr. Anshuman Magazine, my colleagues and friends from the industry and media, respected ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome you to this RICS International Conference, Cities 2030, Are We on Track?, which is a part of a larger global vision for cities initiative of the RICS. I'd like to extend my gratitude to the Ministry of Urban Development for lending their unstinting support for this conference. RICS launched its Vision for Cities work program at MIPIM 2010, and since then it has held many discussion forums and carried out research studies across the globe to support city decision makers as well as property professionals in delivering sustainable urban growth for the 21st century. Cities fundamentally require a long-term strategy controlling future growth. These transitional urban spaces will need to meet the needs of future generations by delivering economic and employment opportunities. In addition, the growing trends of people moving out of cities into suburbs calls for better urban management and planned growth. At a global perspective, cities account for 75% of greenhouse emissions, while only occupying 2% of world surface. It is expected that the amount of people living in urban areas will double through 2050. And of immediate concern by 2015 is 1.2 billion cars will be on the road, making one car for every 6 people on planet Earth. These trends are mentioned not to initiate how we can stop them, but how we can change and manage them. The new and emerging cities are planning with urban planning strategies like high-density solutions, while existing cities are exploring dense microgrids that reposition existing buildings, transportation systems, and neighborhoods to accommodate more people and create a self-sustaining economic center and provide sustainable energy. One day is for sure too short a time to arrive at solutions, and the idea of this conference is really to discuss, is our vision for cities 2030 clear, and are we really on track? And to share any new ideas and suggestions that emerge for us to expedite our journey. The Steering Committee on Urbanization set up by the Planning Commission drafted a broad vision for cities program, a diagrammatic representation of which is shown in the conference program. The vision encompasses slum-free cities, less than 10% urban poor, 100% access to water and sanitation, more than 50% share of public transport, and 75% of new commercial buildings to be energy efficient. But given the increasing pressure on cities, delivering this is no easy task. While the true scale of urbanization is yet to unfold, Indian cities are struggling at current levels. Cities are constantly trying to catch up to their requirements, while new demands for housing, employment, property, civic amenities, and transportation keep piling up. This highlights that our understanding of cities as complex systems is still in its infancy. It will take tremendous foresight, collaboration, and careful planning to ensure that our cities can take the stress and endure the unexpected over the next 20 years, especially given the fact that by 2031, India will have more than 87 metropolitan centers, at which time the country's urban population will be well over 600 million, adding approximately 225 million people to the present urban population, and will require an investment of rupees 39.2 lakh crores to be pumped into infrastructure development from 2012 to 2032. While I intended to touch on a few topics in a little more detail, but given the shortage of time, the key themes that we intend to cover during the course of the conference really involves planning. Are we really planning for building future cities? And what are we doing to plan, what are we doing to try and manage the growth in existing cities? And how do we create new corridors of growth to manage some of the new cities that need to be created? The other aspects that we intend to cover include how we can use technology to build smart cities. And I think that's going to be a key theme, and we're releasing a white paper specifically on this aspect. And of course, how do we fund all these cities? It's going to, this investment that's required is of a very high magnitude, and obviously will require participation from the private sector. So obviously that's going to be a key theme that we'll deliberate on a little more. But I think one of the key themes that don't tend to find enough mention is really the issue of skills, and that's an area that RICS stands committed to adding value in. And so skills and building execution capabilities to actually deliver the large volume of infrastructure is going to be another key theme that we intend to cover during the course of the conference. Therefore, the endeavor of this conference will be to ignite discussions and deliberations which will assess whether India is on the right path to its urban future. I'm extremely pleased to have eminent industry think tanks amidst us today, and I'm hopeful that the discussions will help identify and take stock of measures to integrate planning, processes, build capacity in infrastructure, and financially empower the public sector and promote innovation in urban management. I do hope that you will find the proceedings meaningful, and I look forward to an exciting day of deliberations. I'd now like to invite Mr. Alan Collette, RICS President, to make his inaugural address.